Hello there, and welcome to the Mindset Alchemy podcast. This is where I help you understand what your words, your thoughts, and your feelings are doing, and how you can create beyond these, beyond the limits you have put in place for yourself or others have put in place for you, because believe me, they can. And you don't have to believe me. The most important thing here is to believe yourself. Work with your body, work with your intuition. Oh, and by the way, I'm Janine Kathleen, and I'm really delighted to have you join me today. If you're in a safe place, pop yourself down, close your eyes, and just feel that seat beneath your bum, the floor, the grass, wherever you are. Obviously, if you're driving or operating machinery while you're listening to this, keep your eyes very wide open. It would make a huge difference, a significant difference in your life. As you gently allow your eyelids to just waft their way down, and you see behind your eyelids, I'd like you to see a question scrolling across there saying, what else is possible? Feel what you feel in your body. Does your body release? Does it relax? Where does it tense up? What thoughts come after that? Just feel yourself asking, what else is possible? What if I could explore the infinite possibilities of infinite possibilities? That there's another way of dealing with whatever situations are popping in, good ones, unpleasant ones, and all those in between. Open your eyes, look around, and see if anything feels brighter, seems brighter, what has dimmed. It's always a good idea to have a pen and paper handy and just jot down any ideas that pop in, have popped in, any doubts that came forward. Yes, we all have doubts. It's what we do with them. As I say that, I was thinking of the movie Mrs. Doubtfire. The important thing, though, is, which I really enjoyed the movie, the important thing is, what did your body feel? What did you experience when you asked the question? And where was there a sense of relief and of release? Mindset alchemy is very much about knowing intuitively so that you can create beyond your limits, of understanding that limits are just that, limits. You can expand the boundaries. You can expand your comfort zone. You can expand into infinite possibilities. Sometimes limits are there for our safety, not necessarily our expansion. And when we can say to ego, thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing awareness to me. I choose to do this and I will move forward beyond that. And we do it while feeling safe. One of the things I'm really quite firm about is we avoid stepping out of our comfort zone. We rather expand it and step into that feeling of discomfort and of stretching. So, yes, in a way, you are stepping out of your comfort zone into a discomfort zone. We do it in a way that we still know where we are in space, when we are in space, and that we feel relatively safe in that space. Because the minute we feel unsafe, we bound back to even further back from where we started. And people, this is so self-defeating. So rather ask intuition and your body to help you understand where are the outer limits that you can stretch those limits. You can expand into them and you can grow into them. Because people, we all get to build our capacity. So many times I've seen people shoot to an income bracket and fall all the way back and even further back than where they started. Because number one, they had been unavailable to build the capacity, the energetic capacity to sustain that income, the emotional capacity to work with it, and the very practical capacity of knowing what to do, where to go, and how to be uncomfortable initially with it. And It's something that I've had to explore in my life many times. And it was like, goodness, every time I get extra cash flow, I incur a debt, or I do this, or I do that, and the money goes back to ground zero. I still remember when I was much younger, in my early 20s, and I was newly married, and I was invited to take part and get a cash remuneration for viewing a video and answering a few questions, an advert that was about to be launched or whatever it was. And with so much pride, when I got home, I said to my husband, oh, I think it was 100 Rand, which, let me tell you, 40 years ago was a large sum of money. And I've given it all away. Aren't you proud of me? And he looked at me and went, what did you do that for? Because at that time, we both were on a very meager income. I was a student nurse and he was just starting out and studying. And he's like, what did you do that for? And that question was one I was unavailable to explore until a few years ago. And I realized it was a limiting belief. Going back to when I was in grade 1, and we were taught that people with money go to hell, and people with no money go to heaven. And I don't know about you, but as a 5-year-old, I would rather go to heaven than hell. And it was once I began clearing that mindset and working with my intuition and looking at the limitations it placed on me that I was able to move forward. It was a very sobering experience, and one that I have worked with over the years, and one that I've helped clients recognize and to work with and say, okay, where did this limitation come from? Where did that limitation come from? The same thing comes forward in our businesses, in our relationships, where we get into a feeling of being unsafe to have, rather than stretching and stepping into that discomfort zone while still feeling safe. It's the same as when I do my stretch exercises. I know as I relax and release into the stretch, I can go that little bit further. If I go beyond that, at that point in time on that day, I know I'm looking for an injury or a tear, or if I move too fast. And this analogy has come forward for me many times. When I'm rushing, I've created either an injury, or I get less benefit from it than I would have before. Have you ever experienced this in your life? Where has this shown up for you? I would love it if you could journal and explore it, and maybe get back to me. My link of how to get hold of me is in the bio. The important thing, though, here is explore it for yourself, share it with yourself, pick up that journal and see what else is possible. That when I explore the possibilities will help me stretch my comfort zone, expand my comfort zone, feeling the discomfort, working with the stretch, working with that feeling of, oh my goodness, can I go a little bit further? Can I expand that boundary, the edges a bit further? And what does it look and feel like for me? Looking forward to hearing from you about where and when and in what manner you have chosen to expand and stretch into your discomfort zone while still feeling safe and being within the comfort of it. The comfort of feeling that discomfort, feeling that stretch, and just a little bit further, relax into it. Breathe into it. Feel yourself ease into it as that stretch allows you. Visualize yourself stretching over your leg, reaching for your toes, and feel yourself getting closer and closer to that goal and that vision. Stretch by stretch, breath by breath, allowing it into your life. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.